Well, hello there, lovely people. So, in this video, I want to run through the Facebook Ads Manager and walk you through how to set certain things up, where to look, and what metrics you should be interested in. Okay, so this is really important. So if you're trying to find out, hey, what is my average cost per website visitor, for example, or what's my average cost per website add to cart purchase, etc., etc., this is where you would find that, and that's pretty much fundamental to your rules, because you want to be plugging in those metrics into your rules. So if once you know what a good cost for a website click is, for example, you know that anything above that is potentially a bad cost. So you've got that benchmark for what is good and what is bad, right? So I'm just going to run through things. So first things first, rarely do you want to use the default column setup that Facebook suggests. In this columns bit here, Facebook has some preset ones, but really what you want to be doing is you want to be customizing the columns and then creating your own report. So if I go to customize columns, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So what you've got is you've got a whole bunch of options that you can scroll through here to see what is important to you, and you can search to narrow it down. For example, if I type in results, it shows everything here which has results in. So what I typically run with is, from top to bottom, campaign name, delivery, results, reach, cost per result, and then budget, bid, amount spent, website purchase conversion value. I like to have these next to each other so I can immediately see spend and return. The schedule, the content views. So this is the event content view with my pixel. So every time something's shown on my site, it fires the content view pixel. The cost per content view, the number of add to carts, the cost per add to cart, the cost per website purchase, and the website purchase. And probably I would do it this way around. So website purchases, cost per website purchases, and then I look at CPM and my return on ad spend according to Facebook. All right, so this is my sort of go-to setup here. You can also throw in things like the negative feedback, relevance score, positive feedback, frequency, and link clicks. Most of these are only shown on an ad level, all right? So you don't see data for these when you're looking at campaigns and ad sets. All right, and then in terms of comparing windows, this is what Facebook's asking you here, how long it takes from a user viewing or clicking on your ad to them actually taking some kind of action. So if you've got a really long funnel, for example, it might be that you want to attribute any sales to a click on your website, on your advert, within the last 28 days, or a view of your advert in the last 28 days. And so they give you sort of flexibility here. I typically use the default attribution window, but it is worth sometimes checking some of these and looking at the results to see if maybe you're getting sales from ads, but it's taking a little bit longer than you actually expected. All right, so that's how you set up your columns, and you can drag these about and X the ones you don't want, and then you hit apply, and then it goes custom here, and you would go save. So Martin's preset on today's date, writing it the European way. And then I would go set as default here, right? And so that now every time I come to Ads Manager, it's going to load this up by default, right? So we've got that now. Now what we want to be doing is we want to be looking at the probably the ad set level, and it'll take a while to load up things. So quick ways to load up stuff quicker is if you're only interested in the things that are active, you can go set up some filters. You can go, right, let's only look at ad sets which are currently active. Okay, great. So there's my active stuff beginning to load in. There's still a lot of ad sets, and then I can go, all right, so I've got a lot of active ad sets that although they're active, they're not really delivering, and it's going to be trying to load those. You can see it's got 1,905 ad sets down here. So then what I could do is I could go, all right, then what I want to do is I want to go metrics, impressions greater than 1, right? So what that'll do is that now is only going to show me ad sets that are currently set to active, so they're not deleted or inactive or completed, and have also delivered at least one impression within the date range selected. Now that's brought it down to 656, which is much more manageable. And then what I can do is I can look at my columns. So, for example, the cost per website content view. So over this particular date range, my average cost per view is 39 pence. All right, so I know that typically I can get stuff for 39 pence, but I can also see that there's some which are higher here. There's 99 pence here. But what's interesting on this particular ad set, for example, is it's costing me 99 pence to get a view on my website, but it's only costing me £1.83 to get an add to cart. Right, so that's pretty interesting. And then my cost per website purchase is £12.81. So you can see there's a bit of a drop, but you can begin to get these metrics. So seeing that this is a pretty good ad set, I would say, well, okay, I don't want to set up trust ads so that it's killing anything where it's the cost for website views is over 39p, because that would have then killed this potentially good stuff. I'd probably look at the highs and the lows within my columns and draw a conclusion. So if this is 99 cents and I'm looking through, this one's 150 but not really doing anything, 148 not really doing anything. So I'd probably be saying, okay, if I'm setting it around maybe £1.20, £1.50, we're doing well there. All right, we're going to be getting rid of the junk. Remember though that the costs here will change throughout the year. So in Q4, so between September and December, ad costs generally go up because there's a lot more competition. So there's a lot of people advertising, trying to sell things at Christmas. So typically your costs will go up, but your conversion rates will increase on your store as well. So it doesn't matter in terms of conversion rate. You'll probably still sell more stuff, but your costs will go up. So it's worth noting that you don't want during that period, for example, trust ads killing potentially good ads. So you would just edit your rules and just increase the number a little bit. So I've got this, and I've got my add to carts costs here, and I can see that on average £2.58. There's some as much as £3.50 here, £4.60 here. But then I've got add to carts for as cheap as 81p, 69p, and so on down here. So, you know, it varies, right? So this just gives me a good benchmark, and I can open up my date range like massively here and look at the number over longer periods of time for these to see whether my assumptions are good. What I can also do is I can look at my ad sets that are inactive, right? And so they're the ones that have been paused, and I can look at the metrics for those, and that will give me an idea if I was pausing them because they're bad ads, then you would like to think that the metrics for these bad ads would show us really what we want to be kind of avoiding. And you can see here that I've got like 53p here, it's gone up to, so much more expensive. £5.53 for add to carts, much more expensive. So that gives me an idea then of the sort of range. It was £1.50 I believe before, it's £5.50 here, this is 39p to 53p. Alright, so it gives me an idea of what sort of bad looks like and previously what good looks like. Alright, so that's really in a nutshell it's Ads Manager. There's lots of other things you can do, of course. You can create stuff from here, although I don't really do that. I use Power Editor. You can look at the different levels, your ads, you can preview them, you can do all kinds of good stuff like that. But in terms of getting an at a glance look at your numbers and using Ads Manager to inform your rule making decisions, that's how to do it. So let me know if you've got any questions, of course. Post something in the Facebook group. And I hope this helps. Obviously, if you need any further help, or if you think there'd be some value from a particular kind of training video or anything like that, do let us know, and we'll do what we can to get it up. All right, take care, and to your success. Bye for now.